Hello. I had to re-record this like 5 times because on Cubs' stream yesterday, the day before, he did an impression of me doing intros to my videos, and I can't stop hearing that and laughing now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Anyways, I am back home from the CG trip. It was so much fun. I am so exhausted. It was amazing. We have a bunch of content videos coming out and other videos. Like, I want to do a video about kind of just the general experience, like what we did, how it was, all of that. But I really wanted to get this out because I really love this video. So what we did was a ton of the game changers were together. So I had the guys, I went around and I asked them all kind of where they got their name from, their like tag that they named their channel and their screen name after. I wanted to know where that came from, and I was really pleasantly surprised by the answers. So let's check it out.
What?
Why are you named Mobile Gamer?
Because my channel was originally called iPhone Gamer, and I didn't want to get in trouble with Apple, so I changed my name to Mobile Gamer. If you look at like my first 10 or 20 videos, they have a different intro. It's iPhone Gamer. In fact, my email address is still iPhone Gamer, so that's how I got my channel name.
Why iPhone Gamer?
I have no idea, actually. I don't remember why I picked that name. I just at the time it just seemed like a name. I have no idea, actually. Don't know.
Cubs fan Han.
What's up?
Why is your name Cubs fan Han?
Because, okay, so it's a long story. Basically, I was originally Cubs fan 1908 for the last year that we won the World Series. I know, it was really sad. But then we won the World Series, and so it became Cubs fan 2016. And then I lead a community of guilds, and we were making this joke about how it'd be funny if they had, because they always make fun of me. It's just, if any of you guys in Git are watching, you're making fun of me already. But they wanted to bring in a new version of Han into the game. And so the inside joke became that the next Han was going to be the Cubs fan Han. And so then it just kind of stuck, and now I'm Cubs fan Han.
So what about the Ewok theory?
What about the Ewok theory?
So the Ewok theory is that Han was almost eaten by Ewoks, and baby Ewoks are called Cubs. Therefore, Han does not like Han.
Damn it, Mobile! Why'd you expose my secret?
Woo! Someone else thought of that. I don't know who did. That guy. Give credit to Going Nerdy over there.
That's right.
All right, Ramon. I know you got a complicated explanation. Why is your name Ramon?
Well, I'm actually Ramon because I was named Ramon by my mother. So
Hold on, Sam. Where'd that come from?
it's really not that deep of a story, but I mean, I did start getting called Ramon because my name looks like it would be pronounced Ramon. So I mean, that's kind of, I guess, if I had a tag, would be what my gamer tag would be. But other than that. Yeah, I mean, you can thank Mama Dukes for that one.
Mama Dukes.
Why did you pick to use that instead of a different name?
I was not really like, I mean, like, you know, a lot of gamers, I guess you come across were like into, you know, World of Warcraft and things like that when they first started gaming, and they just kind of got into this game also. I was not really like a big gamer. I mean, I played a lot of video games, but I'm saying I was not like really like into that kind of stuff. I never really was into like communities and playing games like that. So this was like the first experience I had with something like that, and I just put my real name in the game when I started at the beginning, and I just never changed it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't regret it. As far as that goes, I mean, listen, you know, if one day I ever make it somewhere, you know, people can find me. But you know, you know, that's you know, that's to be determined. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not a very complicated story. But you know, I appreciate you asking.
Arnold.
Well, if it isn't obvious from the videos and whatnot, I am a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, but it goes a bit beyond that. I mean, my family, they're a family of immigrants. They came to this country with nothing, and through hard work, they kind of, you know, rose to what the American dream was, and I got to see it. We lived in poor neighborhoods, and as time progressed, you know, Dad worked hard, Mom worked hard, and we eventually lived into what's considered the American dream now. And I kind of saw that with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a person who came to this country with literally just like a suitcase or two, and through hard work, he made a no one to probably one of the biggest actor names we ever had in the history of mankind. So I just see him as an inspiration, someone who's worked hard from the bottom up, and that's something I kind of take to personally. I worked hard, and hopefully in the end, I'm not sure if it'll be Arnold Schwarzenegger level, but I enjoy the fact that I put a lot of effort in, and I see the results. That's kind of where the Arnold thing comes in. But mostly, I just love his movies, too.
Is the T-101?
Arnold, the T-101, oh, the T-101 part, that's the model number for the Terminator. Yeah, that's Arnold's model. It's what was the phrase? It's old but not obsolete. That's the story right there.
Thank you. All right, LJ.
Yeah, so my username's LJCool110. LJ is my initials, so that part's pretty self-explanatory. My freshman year in college at Ohio University, one of my buddies was calling me LL Cool J, and then he's like, "No, you're not LL Cool J. You're not that cool. You're LJ Cool." So I just started using LJ Cool, and we were part of the Ohio University Marching 110, and so that's where the 110 came from. So
We were kind of half expecting you to be LL Cool J.
no, I'm not.
I was entirely expecting.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not nearly that cool, but
Very cool. Going nerdy.
So Going Nerdy actually started off as Going Foodie, which was my first attempt at blogging. So what I would do is I'd go to local restaurants so that I could and just try their food and stuff, and then I'd write a review on it and try to write it off at the end of the year. No one wanted to do that. No one went to my site. So I actually started with Going Nerdy because I had nothing else. And so Going Nerdy is my attempt to go from who I was to embrace all of the nerd culture that I am. So that's
Very
Going
cool.
Nerdy.
All right. Warrior. I've heard
All
this one.
right.
It's a good one.
Yeah, this is a great story. Let's see. I saw a guy fight with a sword, and I was like, that is cool. That is cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. And I was like, I could do that. No. So, come from a single mom, raised 3 kids. She's the first warrior I ever met in my life. I actually got kidnapped when I was 5 with my brother and sister. We were gone for 2 months, and her mother, father, and her brother broke the door down of the place that we were at and actually kidnapped us back because the cops wouldn't do anything without warrants and all sorts of stuff. So they are mad warriors. But when I became 12, I went, what do I want to do with my life? And actually what came to mind was being a Navy SEAL. And I don't know why, but I worked out for a really long time from 12 to 18. Went into SEALs, got SEAL Source rated, and went into Class 211. Went through Phase 1, Phase 2, went through Hell Week. And in Phase 3, I took a really bad fall, 54 foot, dislocated both my legs. I was actually paralyzed from the waist down, broke my back, bulge discs in my neck, and was told, we haven't seen this at Balboa Hospital, so you may not walk again. We don't know. And so I was like, well, challenge accepted. So I spent 10 years rehabilitating, and then went into law enforcement, did that for a while, and started doing YouTube just a few years ago. But the reason why I call myself Warrior is because everybody has situations in their life, every one of us. It doesn't have to be broken backs. It could be being abandoned by your father or whatever. It can be anything in your life. It's not what you go through, it's how you go through those challenges that makes you a warrior. So I go by Warrior because of my overcoming adversity in my life, and hopefully other people out there see themselves as warriors and overcome the adversity that they're given as well. So,
What about you, Crazy?
yeah.
I have to go after that. Are you serious?
Yeah. You have to go after that?
Yeah.
So I'm named Crazy.
Why are you crazy?
Thanks.
I like the blue thing. That was cool.
Yeah. I've always gone by Crazy, and I joined a guild over a year ago, and I became an officer, and I kept having these really weird reasons, totally legitimate, but really weird reasons for not opening raids and doing my other officer duties. They were like, there goes Crazy with her crazy excuses. I'd be lost in a desert. I'd be stuck in a hot tub. I'd have my hands covered in flour so I couldn't touch the screen. It wouldn't work. It was just weird stuff. So that just kind of stuck. It kept happening, so it stuck. Yeah.
The end.
Ta-da!
The
Cut!
end. Woo!
Happy cheeseburgers!
cheeseburger, and fries.